and congregate at my mom's house to get it going. Wednesday next week works. So, Muck, I have 2 words for you. Fuck and you, buddy. And I don't see you streaming, Muck, so yeah. Yeah. But yeah, Trish, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, we can go ahead and superimpose a streaming night for some Left 4 Dead. That could be fun. Right? Goddamn. Get me a job and I'd be throwing out hundreds of more subs at people. I love how, and I don't know why, it was taking so long to go ahead and load. Alright, new game. Okay, so we need a name for Furion, who we're not going to use. We're about to try some super risque shit here. I'm gonna take off my sweatshirt. Watch out. Oh my god, I took it off. Alright. I guess we don't have a name for Furion yet, so we're gonna call you blank. Can I do? I can't do blank. Alright, fine. You're gonna be useless. And you are nobody? And you are our hero. Do we have a name for our hero, guys? He's gonna be the one that's actually doing things. Yeah, Trish, it's been a rough run for him. Hey, Happy's back. I hope you're clean. Ooh, man! Alright. Alright, I guess we got Pooh Man. And then we have Leon, who is Traitor. So are you showering at work, Happy? Is this a work from home thing? And hopefully you're not late because of us. A long-lived peace. Anytime it starts off with kids running around happy inside of a village, you know shit's gonna go bad. Hey, number 4, you want to practice banning people, right?
Yeah.
Check out. Yep, click on the name and click on ban. The one that best viewers stream boo? No. Har, HLG. You see which one I'm talking about? Yes. Click on them and click on ban. Bam! There we go. It's HLG. He's the best viewer. Thank you, Muck and Nate, for letting number 4 get a little bit of practice in. Oops, wrong button. Four youths from Finn found themselves fleeing from their forces. Appreciate it, Nate. Alright, everybody attack and everybody's gonna die. Because we are weenie little no-level characters against Black Knights, who are pretty strong. No, we didn't necessarily know how often y'all were going to be showing up or not. I'm like, hey, number 4, you want to go ahead and help us out? You could be a mod. And there was opportunity. Where am I? Traitor! Nobody! Pooh Man! Where are you? Because we need the Pooh Man. Useless! You're alive! I thought you died! Where's Traitor? Princess of Finn saved us, but Traitor not here. Pooh Man use few word. Few word work. Why use many? Your life force is strong. Please let us join the army. You know nothing of battle. We have no homes. The Imperials attacked, and our parents are but mere pixels. I cannot permit you to join our army, but you can stay here in Altair. This is our password. So, HLG's been playing this, and that's been quite the inspiration. I mean, I've already played this before, but it was kind of cool. And one of the things that makes this game really special is the fact that it's got these special keywords that you can learn, and then you can ask people about them. And so it kind of unlocks the story as you get the keywords and go from there. Yes. Alright, let's talk to Minwu. Let me ask him about the Wild Rose. Those who have fallen can be revived. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the fact that this game was originally built on the NES, and yet it has so many extra NPCs and different characters, and a system where all of your skills, all of your spells, all go from 1 to 16, depending upon how they're used, and then it has this password system, and it's all built into a cartridge on a 8-bit system, is nuts. And yes, sometimes I go just a little bit nerdy when it comes to my Final Fantasy. Alright, I don't recall if we've got enough money to actually buy any decent gear this early. I do have an axe. Remove all of his gear, remove all of her gear, optimal him. Yeah, that's better. And then, can I buy any spells? Nerdy? Stu? No! Okay, so I need the Cure spell. I'm not gonna buy every single one of those, but... go with Fire Tone. And for those of you that did not get the memo, we are literally only going to do things with Pooh Man. First memory on continue auto battle. Alright, so let's get in combat and kill some characters off. The downside to this run is that every time we rest at an inn, everybody gets healed. I believe. I'll have to double check. You are going to attack yourself, you're going to attack him, and you're also going to attack him. Oh good, he did. So these first few levels are going to be a little bit ridiculous, because we're not terribly strong yet, but after some time we are going to get so ridiculously buffed because we get extra hit points. Oh shit, I just told him to attack the pumpkin. That's great. Because we're going to be the target of all of the attacks, we are always going to be gaining defense and hit points and everything else. So we are going to get buffed beyond reason. Like there, we almost upgraded our axes and swords already. And we gained 15 hit points. And I'm going to use one cure. We'll beat a few more guys. Hello, goblins. We can auto-battle that. His accuracy isn't there yet, but we're going to get there. And the damage will definitely raise as well. Alright, swords are up, axes are up. Another strength. More invasion already. Getting a bunch of money. This should go, I think, even easier than the no encounter FF1. Speaking of, I have figured out the list of what we are going to go ahead and do for, I just realized that I never actually switched the game on Twitch. Before I do that. I figured out what we're going to do for the rest of the Final Fantasy games. If you do !FFJ for Final Fantasy Journey, I've got it listed out. Check this out. I'm doing it all on the thing. On my phone. Final Fantasy Journey. Solo FF2. There's that. Final Fantasy 2. I bet you guys are just really enjoying this, this is quality streaming right here. Alright, that should be good. And save. Okay. Such quality streaming. Alright, so we almost are at level 3 with our weapons already. I'm gonna have to use another heal here shortly, but we're just gonna keep going up in defense and evasion. It's gonna get nuts. So yeah, quick overview on that to decipher. Final Fantasy III doesn't have a, quote, 4-job fiesta. In fact, you can't necessarily beat the game with just certain jobs. So I'm gonna let 3 people decide what job we're gonna have, and the 4th is just gonna be White Mage. Because with White Mage we can get around the sections where you have to have a couple of certain spells. I'm going to use Cure. Alright. Final Fantasy IV. You generally have Cecil in your party. Well, you have Cecil in your party the whole time. He's the main character. And we're going to make sure he's dead the whole goddamn time. Final Fantasy V. We're going to do a standard 4-job fiesta, although I may have some other challenges on top of that, where you guys can choose the jobs. Make it as difficult as you want. Final Fantasy VI, when we get the Magicite, only certain characters are going to be able to use that. So if we get a Magicite that teaches, like, some heal spells and a really cool attack, that only goes on one person. Period. So each of the characters should have some very unique skills at that point. 7, we're doing a variation of Final Fantasy VII where basically everybody has a job, and they can only equip certain materia based on that job. 8, we are not going to move around the Guardian Forces. 9, we're going to do no encounter 4 times XP. Try and do what we did on Final Fantasy 1. 10, we're actually gonna do vanilla, because I've never actually beaten it. In fact, I've only gotten a couple hours in. And then 12, we're gonna let you guys choose which jobs we can do on it. And then I may have some other challenges in that as well. I've only ever beaten 12 once, but it should be fun. But yeah, we're gonna do this until we beat these games, and see how that goes. Oh, I should probably heal here soon. Yeah, that looks pretty gross. Maybe I should actually pay attention to combat. Yo, it's ZJM! How's it going, Zach? I feel like I talk to you literally every goddamn day. Please don't die. Thank you. This is really not good. I wonder if we should just flee. I'm also remembering that I haven't actually saved yet. I've been talking the whole time, but I haven't saved. Yeah, watch out, ZJM. Whoa! What the hell is that? I don't have any sort of alerts or anything, Trish. That is not required. I'm not going to complain, though. Thank you very much. Sorry, ZJM, I don't have any sort of Tangias for you to pick up on yet. Accept my support, damn it! Alright, sword's up, axe is up, evasion's up, hit points another 25. Got some magic points. We're gonna save. It would be good if you guys wanted to remind me more frequently to save, by the way. Okay. So, quick check here. Is staying at the inn going to resurrect everybody? Please say no. Yes. Okay, cool. So this is going to be a lot easier then. I don't have to keep killing them over and over and over and over. Can I get better gear for our dude then? If I get him a shield, then he's not upping both sword and axe, but that's really not that bad of a thing at the moment. I think... we're gonna go with that. I think we're gonna go ahead and give him the broadsword, a buckler, leather gloves, oh, leather cap, alright. And we'll just sell the rest of the crap. Oh, we've got a broadsword now. What sword do we got right now? Oh, he already did a broadsword, okay. Sell that. Alright. Save! Thank you, Nate. That is not a bad plan, Zach. Not a bad plan at all. So yeah, you came right in. We just finished with the Animal Crossings, and now we're gonna go ahead and do some Final Fantasy. We're doing a marathon of every single Final Fantasy 1 through 12, skipping 11 because that's an MMO. We're stopping at 12 because that's as far as the Switch goes, and honestly as far as my attention span goes, because I can't stand 13 and up. Real-time combat is not for me. Man, I want pizza. Yeah, 6 should be good. I've only beaten 6, I want to say twice. We're gonna do unique Magicite, so only, if you equip a Magicite on a person, nobody else can ever equip it. And I'm not gonna grind a whole bunch more in here, I just want to get a couple more, levels with items. God, the trade is painful, man! Or the fishing? With what's his butt? It's rough. Yeah. You kind of have to for your own mental survival, right? I will say that 6 is not my favorite, and I feel like that it's like that much overrated in the fact that so many people say it's the best ever, period. No, I think it's in the running for, and it's definitely in the top. But no, I love 6. 6 is great. Single Goblin, what do you think you're gonna do with me, buddy? I don't think I can get better weapons yet. Although I should be rolling in the money now. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with swords. That's gonna be our best bet. Worry about you. I should probably buy some items, I suppose, but nothing's really hitting me yet. We're gonna buy some antidotes. Oh, let me tell you about 10 or 9. I've got Android, PS1, PSP, PC, Switch Remaster. I think I'm missing one in there somewhere. I bought that game so many goddamn times. Yeah, I didn't play 6 until God, like 2015, because I just never really got into it until I decided I was just gonna play through all the Final Fantasies instead of just bitching about how much I like certain ones. And so in like 9 months, I went through 1 through 9, all on my PSP. Which, BT dubs, the PSP is a fantastic platform for these games. It actually has some really good ports. It's got like this... I'm gonna say tied for the best version of Final Fantasy IV, because the Pixel Remaster can only go so far. On the PSP. Alright. We're already taking 0 damage from these bastards. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Does anybody remember what the hell we actually had to do? We're supposed to come to this town. I think we had to meet somebody. Talk to them about Wild Rose. Pooh Man does what Pooh Man wants! He is very strong. Pooh Man! I don't think there's anybody actually. No. Yes, we know we can't get in the castle. Pub on the outskirts of Finn. That's right. We have to go talk to the guy in the pub in Finn. This is where we do the... Okay. So let's go... Oops. Let's see. I just gotta go around. We should be okay to go around. It'd be nice if they stopped attacking me, but I think we'll be okay. Yeah, so much damage. So much damage. Fields have leveled up. And of course, we don't have the magic canoe yet, which is apparently like the most amazing possession slash item in these early games. This one we don't get it until a few hours in. Final Fantasy 1, you don't get it until like 2 dungeons in. They're like, oh yeah, now you can go ahead and take the canoe. If character's nobody. So when I used to play Shining Force 1 over and over and over and over, there's like 16 different characters, no, 20, 22, 24 different characters you can have on your team. But you can only get 12 at a time. And I would already know ahead of time which characters I would have on my team. And so there was a cheat to go ahead and rename your entire party, rename everybody. And so anybody that I didn't care about, I would rename and put a question mark at the end of their name, so I'd know not to give them XP. And anybody that was going to keep on my team, I'd put an exclamation mark at the end of their name. And frequently I would go ahead and also do a rename people like nobody, somebody, shit like that. And so when the text goes across the screen, somebody attacks! Somebody does 5 damage! And it was ridiculous, and I would chuckle to myself because I'm a very simple man. Right? I don't know how these knights are like running around with these leg eater plants and not like freaking out. Not that they're scary, but like, it seems like a pain in the ass. These can't be controlled. But they're okay with them just running around? It's horseshit. Speaking of Pokemon, poor, Delis, he was playing through, Sun and Moon and told me about how he was doing. And then out of the blue, like I hadn't heard from him in a couple of days, out of the blue he goes, "A son of a bitch, the Crosswood just killed my whole goddamn team!" Whoa! HLG wants you to see his Pooh Man out. That's it. What the shit, man? Hey, you should see my Pooh Man. That's messed up. Literally, what the shit. Okay. Apparently these headphones do really well because I didn't even hear my phone ring. Here comes the out-of-context screenshot. That almost seems worse. Alright, don't talk to any of these bastards. Let's go out the wall road. Oh, you're with the rebels! I'm gonna check these chests first before I actually talk to the dude. Not gonna let them take me alive! My name is Scott. We were told you fell in battle. Yeah, I'm not gonna live long because I'm a named NPC. Tell Hilda that I love her. No, don't deliver that message. My brother, traitor, have you heard of him? Sorry, HLG, if that's a spoiler. Here, I want you to take my ring. Then... I just need to rest for a while, on the floor. Dude, I've been there. You obtained Scott's ring! Now we're just gonna casually walk out of the bar. These are not the rebels you're looking for. remember if there was white magic in that town that I wanted or not. I think we're gonna save and go back in and check. I think we can actually get holy very, very early. But I don't remember if Finn was supposed to get it. Dun 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 dun. You know, I just kind of quit on that game. I enjoyed it, but it just kind of ended up being that treadmill thing. Whereas I would have liked just the strategy of trying to play the decks. Yeah, they're not in here. And the fact that I couldn't just trade cards, dude, that kind of pissed me off. Did they ever get the expansion for the trading game card shop simulator? They were gonna make the game an actual game. No, 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 no. I know they added trading luck, but the trading was I can trade you a similar ranked card, and we both had to use a fancy token or something to be able to do it, and there's a limit to it. I can't just go, please take all of my rare stupid cards I don't want for a couple of commons that I do want of yours, because to me that is fair. Exactly, right? That is not what I'm looking for. Yes, it is important that random kid and random kid don't rip each other off or something. But like, if I want to trade all of my fire Pokemon away, so I can get some cool water types or vice versa, fucking let me, dude. Okay, so maybe this isn't going to take as long to get overpowered because we're kind of destroying this so far, guys. This is not the town I wanted. Gotta go further down. But yeah, the trading card simulator game, I think you were playing that at one point. The actual card game that they had in it, they were going to go ahead and turn into a playable game. So you could run your shop but also sit and play cards. Has that actually happened yet? Do you know? I may have sunk thousands upon thousands of dollars into Magic the Gathering, so I am familiar with the cardboard cracks. And this building? Or it's one on it. Nope, it's this one. Key items, ring. That belonged to Scott! Great Scott! Is he alive? No, he is not. Did he say anything? Nope. Nothing. You are quite capable. We need to find Mithril. Alright, let's learn Mithril. Have charged Yosef, a man living in Salaman. Will I go with Minwu to get this? Yes. I don't need to ask anymore. Alright, Minwu. Pass through the port town of Paloom. There we go, we get a canoe! Minwu joined the party! Dude, yeah. I stopped for a good chunk, and then Wifey Stu and I got back into it pretty hard, and we're playing for quite a while. I still have one of my decks, my Nope deck, that, depending upon the day and how things fluctuate back and forth, it's like $3,000 to $5,000. Which is ridiculous. Oh shit! Shit, 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 shit! No, Minwu, don't attack anything, please. In fact, I'd prefer if you just died, dude. Oh, good. Oh, for the card games? Yeah, I get it. There we go. That's a dead menu. I gave cards away to family members and stuff, so as such, there are still some old cards floating around of mine. And then I have boxes literally underneath where I'm sitting. Because that's our storage and also my bed. Including some boxes of cards separated by boosters so we can go ahead and do booster drafts and such. I found booster drafting very satisfying. Captain Storage. Yeah. I want to pay for passage, but at the moment we don't need to. I want to see what the town has to... Oh god, I just walked out. Alright, and... I mean, those could all be handy. No, I've got the money for it. Why the hell not? I've never done a solo run before, so I don't necessarily know how effective these are going to be. But I'm not going to be... Whoop! Oh god, no, no! We just taught useless a spell. God damn it. Which spell did I... Spell. I think we're gonna move Human up. Excuse me. Can I not change it? Oh, can I not change their order? I never actually tried. Okay, interesting. Well, useless is never going to be conscious, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah. Yeah, I fucked up. But I also don't feel like reloading. Speaking of, I should probably save again. There is a, really cool magic game, X-Mage. If it bugs you, Muck, then I must be doing something right. I really just want to know where the hell Holy is at. So I'm checking this shit out. Right? No, there's a app called X-Mage that allows you to go ahead and build decks out of any magic cards that have ever been made and to play against other people, and it's free, and it's just fantastic. It's not super polished, like Arena, but it is definitely functional, and I've played with several friends cross-country with it before. Kind of cool. Build every deck with Moxes and Lotuses and stuff. Or you can play against bots too. If you you just set it up against computer players, and you can tell them how strong or poorly to play, as well as what decks to use, or a randomly generated deck, and it also does booster drafts, so it's pretty solid. Yo, Rally Monkey! Y'all, that's my younger cousin. He is one of the 9. 9 of 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 Thanks for dropping by, bud. We did some Animal Crossing earlier, and we are now working on Final Fantasy II. We are doing Solo Guy. Well, normally his name is Guy, but Muck was kind enough to name him today, and he is Poohman. So it is Solo Poohman. Yeah, Nate, I dug that too, especially going to the actual Wing People tournaments. Me and a buddy used to do Two-Headed Giants. Yep, he is 100% 3 of 9. And one of the poor sats that I pawned into coming to help me work on my truck this weekend. You're probably done charging. No, that's not weird, Muck. It's totally okay. To each their own. Longsword. Slightly better? Alright, let's go with that. Actually, I want to buy 2 of them. Just in case I want to switch to just destroy you damage mode. Oh yeah, that's pretty solid. It depends. 7 of 9 is taller than I am, and my kids call him Hippie Jesus or Stoner Jesus because he's got this pretty serious beard going on. Yep. Although he cut it kind of short recently. We don't need the broadsword or the buckler. We do want the longsword. Yep. That, and after a while, good God, it just gets me too hot to have long hair. It's this house, right? And this guy won't help us. Yeah, no, we are. Okay, fine. A bunch of people from Salaman who are being forced to work at Summit Falls. Let's go to Summit Falls. Bum, 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 bum. Soldier. Back. Done. There you go, Mox. Slay the Spire is really solid. I've played hours and hours and hours and hours of that, and I still haven't beaten any Ascensions. I just kind of enjoy the deck building part of it. So I had initially planned on streaming all of these from the Famicom games, because as stated before, I like collecting them and they're all in Japanese, but that would be a pain in the ass versus this is super easy to set up. So I went with this option. Right? Just let me mindlessly play it. I like doing random deck draft, where it just gives me X number of cards and I just build the deck from that. But I think that goes back to when I used to play Magic. I like doing the sealed deck tournaments, where you got 1 starter deck and like 3 booster packs, and good luck, make a deck. Yep. Yep, exactly, Muck. There's a reason you and I are friends. Oh, that's right. I can't go up here yet. I have to go to the falls. Oh, and Rally Monkey, I need to show you what I've been doing on Terraria. I decided to start a new world where it's going to be basically a destroyed world, and so I've got entire environments that are inside of like glass containers, almost like a terrarium. And you go through like corridor, like a airlock, and then poof, you're in the desert, and airlock, you're in the jungle. And so I'm making my home base a UFO. But I'll have my laptop this weekend, so I'll go ahead and show you when we see you. Oh no, it's Sasquatch! These guys are working our evasion hard. What's up? I think Mom said we were gonna do quesadillas. Oh. Not while I'm playing. I'm good. But if you want to get some food, go for it. Have you had any? So these guys actually do damage to me, which is kind of cool. That looks like enchilada mix. A couple of days ago, but I don't remember exactly. I would stick to the plan of quesadillas or food. If you are unsure of how long it's been here, though, I cannot tell you because I'm not Mom.
That's fair.
You guys get the bonus option of literally my fridge is on the other side of the laptop, so number 4 is in the fridge at the moment. We're having a discussion about food. Welcome to living in a trailer. Alright, and the falls are down this way, right? It's been a hot minute. Honestly, HLG, I was using you as a refresher course. Like, this is gonna be a whole lot easier watching HLG first, and I can just jump in here and do it. Will not be the same when it comes to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it had been a while since I'd played 2. In fact, I haven't played 2 since I got the Pixel remasters, which was 2 years ago? First time I played 2, I went really overboard and power leveled everybody. Just spend hours having them punch themselves and stuff. It was really, really dumb. But I got so addicted to seeing those levels, skill levels climb up and everything. Like, why yes, I will cast fire on the entire party over and over and over and over. I think we're gonna burn heals a little bit early just so we can maybe start working on him getting better heals. No, there we go. I was gonna say, I've got to be missing something. That didn't just dead end. Right, 400 more git. I don't recall if you can actually do no encounter on this one. Yeah? Yeah, you can. Okay, that's crazy. Weapon skill boost, magic skill boost. Oh my god. That is kinda sick. not going to worry about that, but that's kind of cool. Maybe I need to do a run with those on max and just see how long it takes to actually do things. Almost got 300 hit points already. Can confirm, definitely not a white mage with HLGs. I don't know, I can't see on camera. You tell me. Number 4 is currently killing my lights and turning the other ones on. This is a professional setup, guys. Pro streamer here. Okay, bows actually hurt. Not enough, though. So, HLG, one of the things we didn't tell you about, but I didn't think you would actually act on it anyway, is, at least in the old version, I don't know if it still works in this one, if you go to, when you're going through your commands, you go, I want you to attack, no attack, attack, no attack, attack, no attack. You just go back and forth a bunch. It also counts as actually having done the activity. So you just attack, cancel, like 100 times, and then finish the combat, and it thinks you use the skill 100 times, and then you go up a level. Yeah. I keep saying that these are kind of a miracle that they worked the way they did on the cartridge. There was also a lot of bugs. A whole lot of bugs. So, this was obviously coded by a bunch of people over in Japan, right? But one of the main coders for the actual game engine itself, the actual part where combat worked, was a guy named Nasser, who was from India. And this isn't saying anything about nationalities, one being better than the other or anything else. But there was actually a communication issue between the main team and Nasser. They didn't always speak the same language, so it wasn't always clear on how things worked or why things worked. They would just say, we need to see this happen, and Nasser totally rocked it out, but at the same time, if anybody else tried to figure out what the hell he did, it didn't always work. And I don't know if any of... Oh, there we go. Whereas with modern code, no big deal. You know, you've got comments, you've got commits, you've got notes, you've got bigger teams, whatever. But when one guy, whose primary language isn't your primary language, you guys are working on secondary or tertiary languages to figure out how to communicate with each other. And they're hand-coding shit in assembly. Yeah. These bastards to stop missing. I never have to doubt, Muck, how you are doing. You keep coming in at the most random times with, holy shit, what is this? Or exclamation marks or all caps. And I know. I can totally do that, Nate. Give me a second. And we're gonna turn that up. And then I can take the game volume. Yeah. And tell me if that's better, Nate. I have now changed it. Are we good? Wow! Oh, whatever. Thanks for the raid! Welcome on in, guys! We're doing a little bit of Final Fantasy II at the moment. 3CGC, what were you guys doing? Casual gaming channel raid. Alright. Excellent! Alright, thanks, Nate. As I was saying earlier, I think it was before you showed up, OBS completely forgot all of my audio settings, so I had to set everything back up, which was great. Useless, it's you! Oh, nice! So this will be a little bit different. We are currently playing Final Fantasy II with only Guy. I'm doing a bit of a marathon. We're playing through all the Final Fantasies I can, 1 through 12, skipping 11. But we're doing it a bit of a challenge way, and so it's only Guy who has been named Pooh-Man. Nobody else is doing anything.
Why are you skipping 11? Is 11 check?
I will explain later.
Okay. I have asked important plot questions.
Now, FF2 is a fabulous game, and we are playing through it, really enjoying it. I like the entire Final Fantasy series, and generally we play a lot of retro games and a lot of RPGs. As people say, I am a huge fan of spreadsheets and menu simulators. Hey, thanks, Nate. Awesome, Garrett. I appreciate that. So yeah, as you can see, we're doing challenge mode all the way through, except for on 10, because I haven't actually finished 10 before, so we're gonna kind of actually just do it legit. And we're skipping 11 for the simple fact that it's an MMO. And that's a little bit difficult to do on the Switch that doesn't have that as an option. And we're not going any further than 12, because one, that's not on the Switch, and two, more importantly, I hate 13 on up because the combat system drives me crazy. Although 13's story is lovely. Right now, we are exploring this cave, attempting to get the people out and get all the mithrils. Although we got the people out, I think there's still a bad guy at the bottom down here. We had to go kick his butt. Alright, Garrett, get some sleep. Appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Oh yeah, absolutely the Pixel Remaster is a godsend. It makes it so much nicer to have it all right here with modern conveniences. Like FF1 we did with no encounters. But we put up the XP to ×4, so we could just fight the bosses and traps and still get some experience from it. There are some boosts for this game, but we haven't actually I was trying to get up here to see if there's... No, it's one of the empty doors. Trying to do this all from memory, it's been a hot minute. In case you're wondering, the green balloons here and the bombs earlier, whenever they say self-destruct and miss, it's because they like to self-destruct, but only after they've been hit once. And so right now they're at full hit points, so they're not doing it. There's some sort of trigger in their logic. That's why it pops up and says missed. We actually did enough damage to them that they were damaged some, but not all the way. They totally would self-destruct on us, but at this point we'd blow them up. I think we'll be leveling up to Swords 8 here in just a bit. No, not quite. Probably next battle. Oh no, it's the zombie. Oh, you know, I could actually use some cure on these guys too. That would raise cure, but I don't have that much MP yet. Okay, I should be going up here soon. That's the slowest progress bar ever. So for any of those wondering, I've already completed all of the Pixar Master games when I first got them. But also the Switch itself doesn't have achievements, so I'm not bothering to complete the bestiary or get all the chests or whatever else. We're just essentially, let's get through these games, but let's also do a bit of a challenge on them. We're going to probably work on Pooh-Man's swords for a while. Although he just ran out of magic points. Maybe I should have bought a couple more potions. Nah, I'm not too worried about it. Only these guys with bows are actually hurting us at the moment. Unless the boss comes out with like a serious amount of magic damage and we haven't actually got magic defense yet. Nah. Yeah, no, that takes a little bit. I've been playing turn-based RPGs since a very long time. In fact, since before some of the people in chat have been alive. And yeah, I'd played this one several times before. It's kind of the black sheep of the family because it's weird with its level progression and everything else. But I think it's pretty charming. And honestly, if I had to say one was the bottom of it, it'd actually be 3, not 2 anyway. I think once you've played through it a few times, it's a little bit easier to pick up. It also is a matter of, with this one and 3 and 5 in particular, it is so easy to look at. I could be progressing all of these skills everywhere. And so you end up like, I'm going to go ahead and level up my swords another 3 levels before I go anywhere just to make sure I don't have a hard time. And then you just get in this silly loop where you're just stuck trying to just grind out your XP. So I had already thought about this ahead of time, knowing that I wanted just maximum damage output on our character. There's our swords. So I figured I'd go ahead and stick with just swords. It doesn't actually matter which weapon you choose per se, although there's some really good swords in the game. But I wanted really high single weapon, and he's going to dual wield when I need to do ridiculous amounts of damage. And we're going to skip a bunch of spells that we are not going to need. We're only just going to get a few spells here and there, including his cure spell, which I should have been building up some. Oh, and you are a land turtle. Let's fire you. See if that goes. Alright, that's not good. There's 1 damage, but he can't actually hit me. Alright, can I swap you for a second longsword? That's not good. Can I flee? I swear to God, I will never run into anything that's gonna cause us to have to reset. Wow, thanks, AGM. I really appreciate that. Not as long as you're actually paying attention. EJM is your new friend. But yeah, 3CGC. I tend to get pretty overthinky with these games, and on some of them I've actually gotten to the point of actually writing my own strategy guides. So don't feel like you're underperforming. This just happens to be my jam. Yes! You guys like that? Yeah, we powered through that thing. I hope that was worthwhile. Oh, it's the okay, teleport's not bad. So, giving him all of these tomes does lower his stats just a little bit. Not the end of the world, though. Especially since he's gonna just keep grinding. He keeps missing because the goddamn turtles have a really high defense and evade. They're meant as a magic damage target. Generally, you'd have 1 or 2 people actually working on the magic and you just blow them up. Sadly, I don't have that. Yeah, I get that 3GCC. See, 3... We're gonna be friends, dude, but I'm gonna have a hell of a hard time with your name. 3CGC. I'm on the West Coast. It's not even, like, it's just after 6 o'clock at the moment. Not nearly as hard to stay awake. If you need to pass out, you are more than welcome to. Generally, I've been streaming on Thursday and Friday nights, so... Who wants to hit poo? Yeah, that's where it gets rough. And yeah, the turtle couldn't hit us because when we've got the shield up, our defense and our evasion are so stupid high at this point. It doesn't really matter. Gotcha, yeah, HLG. When I switched to the 2 swords, he was hitting us for like 50 to 80 a pop, but as soon as I switched back to sword and shield, we're basically impossible to hit. And this is where it differs between my run and your run, because you had attacks divided by 3 characters. We'll just ignore the 4th tag-along all the times, right? Whereas this guy is getting every single attack, every single combat. His evasion goes up so fast, it's ridiculous. He also wasn't made of poo. So his evasion right now is 4 times 99% at the moment. I bet if we go ahead and check out Hog Crankers, his probably isn't nearly that high. Because literally nobody else ever gets a chance to be hit because they're all taking dirt naps. It's one of those why it's like, oh no, it's going to be a solo challenge, this is going to be super hard. No, there's going to be challenges, but at the same time, some things are just going to get ridiculously scaled. Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo. I like you, 3CGC. Alright. There we go. Evasion, 5 times 99%. Should be one of these that gets us further down. There we go. Just in case, we're gonna use a couple of potions. Hitting Mithril, you'd be right. My Mithril blade straight to your head. Because I can read. Oh, he can actually hit me. Sometimes. Hey, babe. We are destroying Final Fantasy II. I don't know, what the people's problem was, Sergeant. You're pretty easy. God, I really want to do that ×4 bonus to all the skill ups now. I think that would be amusing. Alright, we got Mithril. And it's empty. And I have no magic points for teleport, so we have to walk our own ass out of here. Matt and Nate say hi. Oh, thanks. That totally mucked up my mouse. Where did I go? I just popped out my chat, so now I have to pop back in my chat. No, you're not dancing on stream. You're not dancing off the stream either. That's Trish said hi, by the way.
Oh, tell her said hi back.
I'm not sure if Trish is still in here or not. It is getting East Coast late for her as well.
Tell her said hi back.
No, Nate, I know. I'm talking to number 3 child, who has also walked in. And I was telling number 3 child that Trish had said hi to 3 and 4 earlier, but number 3 wasn't here. I did inform Wifey Stu that you said hi. Alright, 3CGC. Thanks for stopping by. Feel welcome to stop by whenever, bud. I really appreciate it. And it's definitely pretty cool to share some Final Fantasy with some other nerds. Take it easy. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get out of this cave and get to the town, and I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break as I've been sitting here the entire time. And then we will pick up from here. But we're making some good progress on this. Later, dude. Oh, but I didn't. Okay, fine. Nate said hi, babe. Specifically, babe, and he's upset that I didn't say that. So now I have said that to you. Oh. Well, Nate, Wifey Stu says she loves you, squishy guts and all.
Squishy.
Shut up, child. Quit laughing at me, Muck. I've been talking a lot. It's been a long day, okay? I played a lot of video games. Oh, this isn't good. These guys, need to be magic. I have no magic. They can't hit me, but I need to flee. Yeah, I really need to be working on his magic here soon. Yeah, you better thank me. It's a lot of hard work putting up with your ass. It is difficult being your guys' friends. I guess we should actually be working on his spells, though, because we could be clearing these things out a lot faster if we just blasted them. We may spend a little bit of time working on that next. Oh, you know. Fully is in Mysidia. I swear there was an earlier one we could find. Eh. Alright, Muck. You do what you gotta do, homie. You're definitely appreciated being here, though. It's good hanging out with you. Yeah, tell her hi, babe. And it better be babe, alright? None of this hi Hein or whatever else, or if she even has a name. I never hear its name, it's just girlfriend. But you better say hi, babe. Um... here? Didn't I come from over there? For being annoying? I try my hardest.
Try that.
Thank you, child.
Face for radio and a voice for milk.
I thought we took these stairs already, but I guess we didn't. So it's the little things that you miss. I've been jonesing for a chair. I enjoy going over to my in-laws and just sitting in their recliners. It is the stupidest, simplest pleasures where I'm like, oh my god, I can sit and I'm not sitting on a bed. Never realized that that would be a thing. But we are making progress. Supposedly by February we should be in a place. God, these goblins and their bows. Bum, 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 bum. We definitely need to buy some potions when we get to town. And work on our magic points, because I want to be able to heal a lot more frequently. I mean, I could put a chair in here now, Nate, but, like... Oh, yeah. Getting the house in February, but... I mean, I could put a chair in here now, but then we wouldn't have any walkway in the middle of the trailer, period. Like, it just wouldn't happen. It's right up here. Holy encounter rate, Batman! You know, we didn't even pick up armor when we were in Salaman, other than the shield. So we're doing okay. Yeah, I can't wait. Like, it seems forever away, but it's actually pretty close. We already have the financing, everything lined up for it. We already have, potentially, Wifey Stu's got to call them, I think, tomorrow to book it. But, like, the first week of December, they're going to come in and rip out the old mobile home, rip out a bunch of the garbage, clean up trash, things like that. Get it ready for the new place to come in. So that'll be really exciting. I intend to take a shit ton of pictures of the process, because I've never seen that before. They're not just gonna, like, pull the old mobile home out. They're going to literally, like, rip and tear, cut and saw, throw in dumpster type of deals, so it'll make for pretty interesting photos and maybe video. Alright, back to Salamand. Oh, yeah, I didn't... We should probably be running around as Pooh Man the entire time, huh? So, much like Final Fantasy I has a hidden 15-tile game where, depending upon how quick you do it, you can get better and better gear, there's a memory game hidden in this one. And if you get it within a certain number of a certain number of flips, you get better and better gear, and you can actually get, like, best or second best swords in the game and shit like that from it. Well, what they didn't think about was the fact that they only had so much room for so much randomization. So there's only like 40 different combinations of boards. So what you do is you memorize one board, and by memorize, I mean you take a picture of one board, and then you open and close it, starting a new game 30 times or whatever it takes to get back to the same board. And then you know what it is, and you can perfectly match it over and over and over again. And then you've got all the gear you want. Did I get the mithril from the place? Yes. Okay. And I've rested at the inn. Let's go ahead and check out what armor I can get. I already have a bronze shield. You need a bronze helm, bronze armor, bronze gloves. Optimal. Whoa, wait a minute. Got rid of our shield. No, I think we want the evasion still up high enough for that. We'll keep the two swords for when we really need to mess things up. Not worried about garlic. Don't need yet another fire tome. Where's some items? Item shop is down here. Okay, so I want a bunch of potions. In fact, what does it take just to have max potions? That seems reasonable. Oh, I could have bought high potions too. Eye drops are going to be huge. Let's get 20 of those. Antidotes, that's fine. Curses. Can I... Curses make you miss, right? Yeah, so I want some of these. There's just certain ones that it doesn't make any sense to get. Oh, you cost a lot. Like the gold needles, there's no point in us getting gold needles, because if we're turned to stone, we can't use an item to get unstoned. The party's just dead. So I'm not going to be picking up items like that, so I had to think about that for a second. Alright, and we are going to go ahead and save, and I'm going to take a short break, so I can go ahead and refill my water, use the restroom, maybe throw just a little bit of food in my pie hole other than gummy worms, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes, guys. All right, and hopefully y'all didn't run away. Holy shit! There's a tray here? That's like almost unlegal, right? Like, you're supposed to only talk to people who are partners or fancy or whatever.
Did you just actually say unlegal?
Yes, child, I said unlegal. I did that on purpose, thank you.
I know I
And yes,
understand.
Trish, that was absolutely a little bit of chaos there. That was... Wifey Stu brought me back a burrito, and I'm like, I'm gonna take 5 giant bites of this burrito, refill my water, and get back to it. Yeah, Trey, speaking of Final Fantasy and learning a few things, HLG and I were sitting here talking about it. His run through versus mine already is a little bit silly because my guy is ridiculous and overpowered. And he's like, why the hell is your guy so strong? Oh, I don't have any money, do I? Alright, let's just get out of here. And I said, well, that's because we actually have nobody else in the party. Everybody else is dead. We're doing just solo guy at the moment, whose real name, as we have found out, is Pooh Man. Do the pro FF player. I appreciate it. I mean, technically, I have made some money playing Final Fantasy, so that does make me a professional, right? I think I'll take that. I have been thinking about writing some of my own strategy guides so that other people can share with my knowledge. We should be able to walk all the way here. I didn't need to spend all my money on items, but it worked out. Oh, and I should be using magic more. Yeah, Trish, absolutely. They're sarcastic little shit. Calling me out on everything. They also happen to be one of my mods, though, which ends up being kind of a fun interaction. Alright. Huh? You're one of my mods.
Yes, yay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to know something interesting was happening.
Of course something interesting is happening. I'm streaming, kid. I am interesting.
Yes, it's interesting in that
Get
part.
used to it. I'm fun. Okay?
That part's
I'm
debatable.
fun.
But
I'm
the
pretty awesome.
Sure. I'm talking about something I can do. I want to help you.
Oh, you wanted to kick somebody else's ass.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah, no. Didn't have any of those opportunities for you, sorry.
You are my excuse, okay?
Yep. Don't worry, there's idiots on the internet. Oh my god, I have 10 subs? Holy shit! No, I didn't see that. Yo, Trey, you definitely didn't have to, but I definitely appreciate it, man. Wifey Stu really kind of pushed me. She goes, no, you like streaming. You need to get back to doing it. And then I streamed, and I'm like, yeah, I actually missed it. I really do enjoy it, and I do feel better about life when I do so. So, it's definitely encouraging. So yeah, we're gonna have to get new sub goals. We're gonna have to get new follow goals. I also think I want to look at whatever it's gonna take to actually see when the ads are showing, just so I can maybe stop doing progress, or you know, just do story time or something. And thank God that doesn't resurrect everybody. Alright. And let's go tell Princess what's her butt about the Mythril. Oh, let's ask about the... I want to ask about the dreadnought. Oh no, I need to learn it. There we go. Now, ask. Empire using the people of Bast to build the dreadnought. Airship. A man named Sid has built an airship. Told he lives in Poft. Yes, that works. Alright, so in the meantime... Yes, I found the mithril. Tobal, the town blacksmith. Okay. Let's go find Tobal. I super appreciate it when they have the buildings where it's just a straight path to go all the way through town. Smith is probably down here with the weapon shop, right? And this should unlock better weaponry for us. Ho ho! It's Mithril! There we go. It's like, thanks for bringing this metal to me. Now you can buy equipment. Mithril sword is going to be a bonus. Alright. Also 700. I do not have the money. We're going to go practice some more. For child? I love it. I love it, Trish. Alright, do I have to talk to Princess What's-Her-Butt to get a new goal? I mean, she asked me to go talk to Sid, but I don't recall... After the mythicals, likely enough, they journey to Bast. Alright. Yep. Alright, so we have to go to Bast. And I think we've actually been to Bast. Maybe. Let's see what the map says. I have not been to Bast. Damn it. Bast should be... You can't see it. My finger's pointing. You can't see it. But it should be directly east of Poft. So we're just going to travel to Poft, nuking everything we can with our fire spell. So we can hopefully raise our magic skills while we're at it.
Also, why is he actually...
I think I've already got fire set, right? Yep. Yeah, dude, it totally is, because the... Sorry, I should probably refer to what I'm saying. Yes, the fact that they don't auto-res when you sleep at an inn, that is actually huge. There are a couple of the games where they will automatically res. I don't think it's 1 and 2. I think it's... 3... I think it's 3 out. But that would absolutely be a pain in the ass for this run. Because we'd have to keep killing people, and as we're killing people, I think they would still end up gaining some hit points while we're at it, and like that's gonna suck. So they have the modded, so the Steam versions of 7, 8, and 9 have mods to them. We've talked about this with HLG, where you can actually get voice acting and whatnot in them, which is really cool. But you can also run mods on them for, like, solo character runs. And I was watching somebody do an FF7 run with just Eris, because that's an option. That will not be what we do. That is an option. The voice acting for FF9 is still in beta. When it is fully done, I might be convinced to do another run of FF9, specifically on the PC, with all the mods on it, and I think you guys will be blown away by what it looks like at that point. Sanchan? Where's that? It'd be San, not San? San? I appreciate this. Yeah, I kind of figured it was Japanese. The Chan part kind of gives it away. Fire is leveled up. We might be able to actually move over to multi-targeting now. Alright, fire. Oh, it's just single targeting, which doesn't matter. Right, my Spanish is rusty, but that doesn't mean that I couldn't pull it off. Never that great at speaking it. I think... Oh yeah, go ahead, buddy. Oh no, you did so much damage! Your table, it's broken! Okay, no, Fire 3 is still not strong enough single target. Multi-target. Alright, we should be able to rest here. Oh, that's right, this is the town with all the jerks in it. And we talked to this guy. Ask about the wild rose. Aha, you're one of us! Ask about the dreadnought. Entrance to the sewers up ahead. It's a back way leading to the dreadnought. Be careful. Alright, can I in first? I don't recall if we can... Oh, yeah, no, this is great. See, like, Asuna will help with some cases, but not every case. Fear will not help us at all. Well, I guess it could, but it's not going to be as useful. So our spell selection is going to be a little bit different than your normal run through. And I think at this point we're going to stop trying to fire everything at the moment, even though it would be handy. Because I think I want to keep... No, I've got a crap ton of potions, right? Yeah. So we're going to keep firing as long as we can, because we want as much magic points as possible. This is what you guys subscribe for. Me sitting here dancing on a bed. Oh yeah, look at our match evade going up. We are going... Yeah, we can get some chests. It doesn't really hurt anything. What's funny is we've got all of these balloons here. Balloons. This is literally a boss from Final Fantasy V. The boss fight from Final Fantasy IV. The fight here. Like, they definitely repeat certain things. Speaking of, I think Final Fantasy I is the only Final Fantasy game where you are not thrown into a jail or threatened to be thrown into jail or at least detained. Because this one it happens, 3 it happens, 4 you get detained to your own thing and kicked out of the army, 5 you're in jail, 6 you're in jail, 7 you get thrown in, 8 you get locked up in a prison, 9 you get put in a jail. But that's just a theme. That's a thing. I think it is only 1 that it doesn't happen in. One thing HLG ran into the other night is that it's this big deal towards the end of the game that, oh my god, you've got the ultimate spell, it's the best spell ever, it's so powerful. And you get it, and you're like, this spell's shit. And the reason it's shit is it goes through every single one of your spells and your skills, and It takes the average of all of those, and that's its strength. If you've got missing skills, you haven't filled out skills or spells, each of those counts as zeros, and zeros with your average suck. And so it basically ends up being kind of a real shitty spell. But if you've been on top of it and raising a bunch of different things, this way, then ultimately ends up being a really good spell. But it's so silly that it's super hyped up, and then it's just kind of garbage for most casual players. There's a lot of crazy, stupid math in these games. Like, not everybody knows this, but in Final Fantasy IX, you don't get bonuses to your stats when you level up, unless you're wearing equipment that gives you a bonus to a stat. So let's say you're wearing shoes that give you +1 to speed. If you're wearing that when you level up, then you can get a +1 to your speed. If not, and you don't have any equipment that gives a +1 to stats, it just gives you skills, then you don't get any plus to stats when you level up, other than hit points and magic points. So there's actual guides on getting perfect stats in Final Fantasy, on when you should get gear, where, when you should actually take combat versus just running away from things, etc. Things you don't normally worry about in a standard game. We have 604 hit points so far. I think we're doing okay with this. And God, we do a lot of damage.
Quick, they're snuggling. Alex, they're snuggling. Here, look, literally across my laptop. She's clearly pissed, but she's tolerating.
And it's a longbow that we're gonna sell.
Don't think I need to face the camera. Dad doesn't
No,
give a
you
shit.
guys are okay.
Body part.
If I remember right, we get to the Dreadnought and then it floats away anyway. Because we have to go get a torch and then get a magic thing for the torch so that we can then get the thing and put in the engine and blow it up. So it's gonna be a bit. We're making some pretty good progress though. Haven't run into anything that we can't actually beat yet. Actually better than the FF1 run, really.
Excuse you.
Babe. Oh my god. That's exciting, thank you.
Oh, she can.
And more of these leg beaters. Which I don't know about you guys, but they look like blackberry bushes to me. And that totally is a leg beater. Bane of my existence is I'm running around in shorts. What? Yeah, come on. Clicker is over here. And that can stay here. Yeah, you should be good to go. Your laptop's already plugged in. You guys are being blessed with a wifey stew like Foxy. She's gonna be literally right over here off camera.
Say what?
Oh no, it's a bad guy in the way. I think we're gonna have to kick the crap out of him. So one of the bummers about giving any of our characters 2 weapons is they're still going to attack the same target with both weapons, which ends up being overkill a lot of times. So I'm really not going to stress about it too much unless it's a boss that we just need to blow up. Speaking of, let's just do this. And do this because I don't feel like we're doing it. Dreadnought is complete! End your resistance! Bend the knee! No, no. I want to destroy you. Come back here. Okay, Borgin. Borgin, Schmorgan, Morgan. Thought we had a fight there. Is the Dreadnought. Does this perhaps remind anybody about the Baron Red Wings? I could have sworn we had a boss fight though. It's a little bit bummer because I was gonna blow that guy the hell up. Oh well, this is the type of damage we could do if we weren't wearing his shield. Just 300 damage. But again, super overkill. So we're just gonna go ahead and swap you back here. And we'll antidote this sucker. I found a pass. I think we have to walk our way back out. Or no, there may actually be a warper. I could probably put out an entire album of nothing but me just beep boop boop scatting the music of Final Fantasy songs. I could do without you twerking all over while I'm trying to play games, child. Jeebus. Well, let's go tell the princess that once she actually trusted us with her mission, and we were sent to go destroy the Dreadnought destroyed everything anyway. Go around. And we're back to firing things. Need that fat MP. Fat spell damage. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Nate. I really appreciate it, man. Get some sleep. I'll make sure that this is posted. In fact, my nephew is super amped to do video editing and make sure that these are all thrown up on YouTube anyway. And again, I won't be on tomorrow. But we'll pick this up next week, and obviously you know where to find me. Give Tony all of our love. Hey, fire leveled up. Got crop ton more magic points, more magic defense, more magic. We're doing good. Especially since none of the gear we're wearing is good for magic in the first place. Fire 4. Oh yeah, there will be plenty of pictures, and I was actually personally thinking about seeing what Twitch IRL live would be like if I just fired it up and streamed a little bit of working on a truck. We'll see. But otherwise, there'll be lots of pictures. I'm very excited to get my baby up and going. And then down this way. Fire 4 is pretty good, but I think we're going to have to get to at least 5 or 6 before we can multi-target. That's okay. We are making progress. At this rate, I'm thinking it's probably going to take us 2 or 3 more sessions to finish off 2. 3 is similarly kind of long. 4 I can go through so fast. Even with a handicap, I think we should be fine. I think 5's going to take probably 5 or 6 sessions. Because it's not exactly a short game. But that's okay. We're just going to keep tackling it as we can. Until somebody comes up and says, I'm not having fun anymore. And then we'll point at them and laugh and say, you're not enough of a nerd. But we like to listen to your opinion anyway, because you matter. What? People do matter. But clearly they should enjoy Final Fantasy content, so yes. It's actually kind of funny. I get more progress playing RPGs while streaming than while playing on my own time. Because when I'm playing on my own time, sometimes I'll get distracted by kids or TV or something else. But this, I'm actually saying, I'm going to sit here and play games for X amount of time. I actually make progress. $660 hit points. Magic defense is looking pretty happy though. I'm liking that. That's gonna go up a lot better when we actually start taking magic damage, but it's raising right now because we're just casting spells. And let's go talk to Princess Hilda. Oh no! Like we've been totally blown up. And it was like, everybody's just gonna die anyway. It's fine. I guess I should go fix him. Minrose left the party. And suddenly, amazingly, her father's condition is improved. The guy just left. I think he was faking. How are we supposed to fight something so terrible? There's nothing to learn. Must talk to other people. Oh, the king had something to tell us. Gasp, shock, amaze. King's here or the next one over. There we go. Ask about the dreadnought. Yeah, thanks. How about we... There we go. Perhaps it would be best if we surrendered the Empire. No one knows more about airships than Sid. God, you're a useless king, aren't you? Alright, I think we have to go talk to Sid. Sid should be right across the lake, I believe. Man and Poff named Sid, who might just know if the Dreadnought has any weaknesses. There we go. Let's go find Sid. Question is this old man Sid? Is this dwarf Sid? Is this Robin Williams Sid? Right? These are the important questions. Or Oglop. Is he an Oglop? Bum, 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 bum. What? No! Go back! We're gonna save. Alright. Poff should be right over here, right? If not, I can catch a ride to Poff here. So ZJM, I don't know if you're still here or not, but I was looking at some of the other challenge runs for 6, and one of the ones that keeps popping up is Natural Magic. But that's... Nope, it's already left the Poff. Alright, I need to find where Poff is. That seemed a little bit tough. Alright, Trish. Thanks again. I really appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully you have a better evening, and tomorrow ends up being a good day.
Hi, Trish.
Number 1 says hi, or sorry, number 3 says hi and bye. Number 4 is ignoring everybody in the corner, but I'm sure they want to say hi and bye too. Oh, now they're waving. Alright, so... yeah, it's just up the... We're just gonna make our trip back up the coast. But yeah, it's getting late. Get some sleep. Thanks for stopping by. I had a blast. I love just being able to share with you guys. Around here. So there's a randomizer for 4 that actually makes a lot of kind of stuff like this a lot easier because you get the airship at the very beginning of the game. It's harder because the bosses are randomized and you may just run into a really bad place to be, but you do get an airship right away. Kind of cool. Also, this magic system is kind of interesting in that level 1 fire costs 1, level 2 fire costs 2, etc. Phantasy Star... Was it just in 3? I'm trying to think. I think it was just in 3. It had an interesting way about it, where you had like a grid with a spell in each corner of this box, and you can move the slider one way or the other. And the smaller the number, that meant the spell cost less, but it was less effective. So you could move your heal spell so it was down to 1, and heal only cost 1. It only did a little bit. Or you could move it up to a maximum of 9, and the heal would do huge amounts, but it would cost 9 magic points. But I got all excited when I first saw that, because I'm like, oh, I can make the Resurrect spell 1? This is going to be awesome! Until you find out that the Resurrect spell had a much lower chance of success. And so you're like, oh, it didn't resurrect. Oh, it didn't resurrect. Oh, it didn't, and that sucked. But the fact that the system was there, the option was there, was kind of cool. Much like virtual spreadsheet games, I also really like collecting game systems and have manuals for all sorts of tabletop RPGs. I kind of like just the nerdy math behind it all. And here's Sid! Still sitting, drinking, in a lonely bar that's been blown up. You want an airship? Airships are powered by Sunfire! I want to learn Sunfire, and then ask him about Sunfire. Let the flames get too high, and you gotta run away. Engine will blow sky high. Really? What you want to do is blow up that thing's engine. Alright. Alright. Well, let's talk to this dude. Yeah. Yes. That'd be great. I'm sure. Where do we want to go to? I don't know at the moment. We could go to Altair. Now, he hasn't actually told us what we need yet. Yeah. He just told us how to control it. I think we can pay him to get a flight back to Altair, but I don't know... Yeah, whatever, we can do that. I think we have to talk to the princess to find out where we can find Sunfire. And she goes, it's inside of a cave, but you've got to get the thing. And then we go all over the place. Oh yeah, airship, not ship. Ship. That's really stupid. Are we at that point where I can start multi-targeting this? Right. Oh yeah! Okay, so we're gonna go up a little bit slower in skill because we kill things faster, but it does mean that we can actually get through things faster. Alright, let's ask Princess Hilda. Also, it is kind of amusing that Hilda is the name of the princess in FF, or the queen in FF9. Ask about Sunfire. Press to the Kingdom of Kashwan. Kashwan Keep. Scott and Gordon have told me many stories concerning the flame. Sid told us we might be able to use Sunfire to destroy the Dreadnought. Go to Kashwan Keep. Well, we need a torch. Let's go talk to the king real quick. Asked about Sunfire. God sealed the gates of Kashwan Keep to protect the Sunfire. We'll need the Goddess Bell. Whereabouts of the bell are unknown only to the Kashwan royal family. Alright. You don't have anything else for me. Gordon would know well where the bell is kept. I have not seen it yet. Someone close to Scott or Gordon may know where to find it. Go back and ask the princess real quick. Otherwise, I think we just go to Kashwan. Bell rests deeper than cavern on the snow plains, not be easy to retrieve. If only Gordon were here. Joseph knows the snow plains like the back of his hands. You should seek his counsel. Alright, let's go find Joseph. Joseph should be the guy that gave us the quest to go get the people out of the cave for the mithril. We're doing good. Okay, so... we haven't been to Kashwan yet, but if we get up here to Salamand, that should be where Joseph is at. And I think he's the one that we have to get the like the sailboat thing or whatever, and go up in the snow area. So we need to go to Salamand. But we're gonna stop and talk to Sid first, see if he has any other pointers for us. And meanwhile, we're gonna blow up a bunch of bugs. Kind of make this pattern repeatedly. Hey, 688 hit points. I'll take that. A single goblin. Oh no! 8 damage! I'm going to give you 21 times the amount of damage you do to me. Back off, bud. You can also tell that we're not where we need to be going yet, story-wise, because we don't have a fourth party member. They always like to throw an NPC at us. And done. That is super functional. Until we run into a fire enemy that I can't do that with. And at that point, I'm hoping we have a better attack spell. Thinking we might actually have Holy by then, but who knows. But the idea is if I can max out one of these by the end of the game, you can just get up in like the 14s or so. 13 or 14 with our weapon and the spell. Should be good. Alright, so everybody kept talking about Sid might know where we're going. So we're going to talk to Sid first. And then we're going to go talk to Joseph. Ask about Goddespell. You don't know anything. Okay, you know about... Yeah, you suck. Although I could have him fly me to... It's not that far to fly though, is it? It's like right down the road. Like, really, it's right over here. That is if I'm going the right direction. Like, there's no point in paying several hundred gil just to be walked to here. That's long to do. If I had my own airship, I would, but I'm not gonna pay somebody for that. Joseph should be over here. Right? Yep. We're gonna go, look, Joseph, we protected people. Now what the hell, man? Cowardly Borgin have been threatening Ellie to get to me. Yeah, how about a goddess spell? It's on my snowcraft. It's hidden in the mine. Look behind the stone to the right. The secret room's there and the snowcraft's inside. Alright! Now Joseph joins our party. First thing first, we kill Joseph. And then we go back to where we thought was a mithril stone in the cave floor. And get the snowcraft. And then we can take the snowcraft across the thing. And no, I don't think we're going to be using the super duper cheat to get all the items. I may pull up the match game once just for shits and giggles. But not my intention to feed it. Alright, you attack Joseph. You attack yourself. Nice. There we go. God, that's still working. I'm loving that. Okay, so we need to go to the falls first, which is over here at the end and then wrap around. Right? Or am I missing? Let me pull up the map real quick. Yeah, because otherwise it's a hell of a walk the other way. So that is a lot of goblins. Alright, it should be right over here. I really do like how how creative they got with the fact that you have to come back into this dungeon just to go ahead and get something. Turns a rock, whatever. I prefer to think he punches the door. But the fact that you have to come back into a dungeon to go get something, it's kind of cool that they actually started getting creative with, let's go do this. It's not just a locked dungeon for treasure or something, but... They put a little love in these games. And if you ever try comparing them with the Final Fantasy... try comparing Final Fantasy with Final Fantasy, okay? Now, if you ever try comparing this with the Dragon Quest games, you have to realize that Final Fantasy 1 came out about the same time as, I want to say, Dragon Quest 3. In fact, slightly after Dragon Quest 3. So, yeah, if you look at Dragon Quest 1, you go, oh my god, this is horribly simple by comparison. That's true, because it came out a good chunk before FF1 did. So they'd already seen what other people were doing in the industry, and decided the parts to keep and added new characters, things like that. And yes, I am hyper excited about Dragon Quest 12 whenever that rears its head. Alright! Now we're on our sand speeder. Snow speeder. Oh my god. Fire seems to work really well. Alright, let's see. What was it that... I'd have to look it up. But you push a series of buttons when you're on the sand... I keep calling it a sand speeder. I'm going to keep calling it a sand speeder. You push a couple of buttons and it brings up the match game. You'd think that these guys would learn eventually, seeing all their brethren blown up with fireballs, and they're like, no, we're gonna challenge you anyway. You guys are literally ice. Alright, and we're going to save there. I did not want Joseph. There we go. Gonna go with Kumi. I guess we can get that test. Yo, Dallas! How's it going, bud? Welcome on in. kicking a little bit of Final Fantasy II ass. Just got off work. That is, that's a bit of a late shift. Time for some dinner and a beer. Chill in front of the TV for a bit. This whole solo character challenge is actually working out way better than I expected. We are ridiculously strong. Second job, 3:30 to 9. Got it. Well, you still have to beat Sword and Shield, right? So there's that. Look at you working 2 jobs. I'm not even working 1 at the moment, man. I should clearly be following your example. So yeah, it can trip you up, but you have to. So look at this here. Because we're only using 1 character, and he's only using 1 item, our sword skill is almost to 9 at the moment. Our shield skill is at 8. Our evasion is ridiculous. Our accuracy is pretty high. We do a crap ton of damage, and we're only ever using the cure and the fire spell. So cure is at 2 right now. Fire is at 5. It goes up to 16. So for being 2 hours plus into the game right now, we're doing okay. Yo, USN Heckler, thank you! Clearly, clearly subs are not required, but I frickin' love you guys. And you're rocking our star, which is literally our only, emote at the moment. No, that's not 99. Every skill and every spell goes from 1 to 16. If you don't have them at all, they count as a 0. For one major reason. This was on the original NES. Well, okay, this was on the Famicom, which is the Japanese version of the NES, right? They were going to track up to 99. That's too hard. But tracking up to 16 is pretty easy. That doesn't take up a whole lot of data. There's treasure chests down here. Did I take the wrong way, or is it only treasure in here? I think I took the wrong way. But yeah, this whole experiment's been turning out pretty well. And I did do a command, exclamation FFJ for a Final Fantasy Journey, listing the other challenge runs we're going to do as we're playing all the way through 12. It's all HLG's fault. I got inspired, and now we're just gonna fucking do it. I didn't need another antidote, but okay. Or Yetis. Oh no! Monsters! Fire is probably the wrong thing to use on these guys, but I don't think it matters. I think it does just enough damage to them. Yeah, we're good. Oh no, not monsters! That's a Mythril Mace. Okay, that's crap we can sell. So where did I go wrong? Let's go back to step 2. We have 10 more, and then seal it up and leave it on the table. Wifey Stew bought me a bag of evil. 4 pounds of gummy bears. You didn't have to exactly count out 10, kiddo. It's
You
okay.
said
Just
don't
I did.
count
Just
out
did.
10. You're gonna be an asshole. You said don't count out 10.
You act like that's surprising.
Now I have 16. Hi.
Yo, be witty! It's all my friends tonight, guys. It's going pretty well. This FF2 solo is actually easier than I expected it to be, but the reason being is it's one character doing all the attacks and one character doing all the defending. So one character is getting literally all of the stat boosts, which is just crazy. Oh, it's the other stairs down here that I need to get to. That's what the problem was. Back with popcorn. Yeah, dude, Delis is here, B Witty is here, USN snuck his way in. Like, there's no crowd control, man. No crowd control. You're fine, kiddo. But yeah, that's the, that's the plan for the rest of the runs. FF3, we're gonna do kind of a 4-job fiesta. I'm gonna get 3 of you guys to pick the jobs for me, or maybe we'll do a vote if I've got enough people participating. 4, we're gonna go ahead and kill off the main character and run around without Cecil the entire time. 5 will do a 4-job fiesta, but I think I may also do a couple other things to make it more hard, because honestly, I've played 5 a bajillion times. 6, we're gonna be using unique Magicite, so we can only equip it on one person. 7, we're gonna play 7 with jobs, so it's only certain materia. 8 will be unique Guardian forces. 9 will be no encounter. And 10's gonna be vanilla, and 12 you guys gonna help me pick what the hell we do. Holy shit, HLG's even subbing? Like, God, at this point. Camino? Absolutely, HLG. Absolutely. I set that up as my text notification, but I don't get enough text messages, so I'm just going to set it up for everything. Dallas, you're insane. Actually, no. If I do a no encounter run, we're going to get through things a lot faster. I wonder how... We might be able to do an Excalibur run. I've never actually done that. That sounds... Okay, that's intriguing. I'll start looking that up. Because I think we have to do it within, what, 9 hours, 10 hours, something like that? No, I think it's more than 8. I think it's 9 hours, or they give you some grace. Ooh, there's a Blizzard tome. Let me see what I can do. But yeah, I will look that up. I don't know if we're gonna keep that as a hard goal. Like, if we get seriously waylaid, I'm not gonna. God, excuse me. I'm not gonna like reset and try the game again or something like that. But I think we can totally do it. So HLG, it's a lot of running. The way people do it generally right now, without any sort of boosts, is you play it on a PS2 just because the disc load time is a bit faster. And you have a literal checklist of minimum things that you have to do, and what fights to do, and you run away from basically everything else. The way FF9 is built, all of the bosses are adjusted to your level, and as long as you've got the items to counteract whatever, like get rid of their sleep or be immune to poison or whatever, then you can win most boss fights at very minimum level. But it is super fucking difficult. Yeah, you totally can. The challenges I put down sound like challenges. And I mean, they're challenges, right? But they're not like, I'm going out of my way to do the impossible. These are totally doable things. I just hadn't thought about doing an Excalibur run, but since we're doing no encounters, just the boss ones, like, we should be able to get quite a ways in with a few hours to spare. Yeah, I may have invested a lot of time into reading and watching Final Fantasy, dude. A whole lot of time. I think the only real problem with doing Excalibur runs is I don't usually end my runs with Rusty. Shoot, I went the wrong direction. I like doing Vivi and Garnet and either Quina or Aiko. But we could definitely do some Vivi and Steiner in there. Because like hell I'm not gonna use Vivi, he's my favorite. Alright, we've already gotten up to 9 on our swords, and we are completely out of fire magic. That's okay, we have a crap ton of potions, and I can just chop things forever. Dude, Beatrix is a huge crush for grown-ups too. I don't know what you're... Like, there's no shame in that. She's pretty hot. Wifey Stu says agreed. Like, seriously, dude. Oh, shit, man. Yeah, that's rough. My condolences, Dallas. Shed quarters. I dig that. I was going to have this in our new place, specifically an office just for me, but since I'm not currently working from home, there's no point in designating a special room just for that. But I do look forward to having a desk with actual computers and then some sort of a mini fridge full of beer. These are the requirements. And thankfully, Wifey Stu is okay with me taking over the whole living room with all of our video games. Well, you're a good boy, Dallas. So I don't know if the internet was just getting really cranky last time, or if it was, I just needed to restart the router, or what. I didn't actually move to hardwire this time at all, and we're still running okay, so pretty happy about that. I will make sure that we're hardwired next time, I just couldn't find the goddamn cable. But this little discount HDMI capture box is working pretty damn well. Hello again, Happy Mouse. Are you on break now? Or is it just that slow? Wait, how damn late is your store open, man? Like, isn't it close for about 9 o'clock at your time? Happy? Okay. We're still on the solo adventures of Pooh Man. We are trying to get the torch so we can get a magical flame so we can go ahead and blow up the Dreadnought, which is bombing everybody in the world. In reality, we are murder hoboing everybody who gets in our way, and Pooh Man is just destroying people. I think I'll probably put out a poll to name the characters next time so that Muck just doesn't call everybody Pooh, Pea, Shit, and Quint. I don't know what the hell. Ancient Sword drops our accuracy, but gives us pretty good attack. And also invoke Curse. Let's try that one out for a little bit, huh? Well, does about the same amount of damage that it was doing. Nope, there, that's better. Okay, I'm liking this. Bounce over that way, so I don't care. Nuke Snook cheat? Pooh Man speak beaver! He's super happy about that. Secret passage and wall to right. Monster guard bell. Bell and wall. Doesn't know anything about any of that. But he does know Snook Snoot cheat, so that's good. It was over here? There we go. No beer, just Jaeger. Now, assuming that that's on purpose, nothing wrong with that. Rally Monkey, you realize that Mario Kart rubber bands, right? Like, that's a normal thing. Hey now, Muck, we're not gonna judge people. If they want to drink Jaeger, we let them drink Jaeger. Oh shit, I didn't know that was an option. Well, apparently, Happy redeemed points to time out Dallas, so... Can it be 5? Yeah, we could... Oh, can it be... Because 5 minutes is too long? We can totally time out Dallas for a minute, that's okay. Muck, can you do me the honors? It's too far to reach the keyboard. No, Rally Monkey, I can't reprogram it. We can see if there's mods for Mario Kart. Is it Double Dash, or is it Mario Kart Wii? It's not my fault, I swear. All right, yeah, I can see if there's mods for Double Dash. I've never actually looked into that. Yeah, dude, Delos is a good one. Bit of a nutter, but he's a good one. You hit a cutscene at Now you're playing FF5? What the hell, Mark? How many different games are you playing at the moment, dude? And yeah, I got what you're saying, Rally Monkey. I just don't know. I've never looked at any mods for it before, so... The answer is yes. Clearly. Okay. Yo, Raven! God, we got everybody in here tonight. This is fabulous, guys. I hope you're having as much fun as I am. And yeah, I'm juggling a few different games, but like, literally, as Muck's been sitting here with us tonight, he's described like 5 different games, not just, I'm in the middle of doing these games every couple of days type of deal. And then USN with my stars! So, my nephew is working on some better emotes, and maybe we'll get there eventually. But for now, we've got the gold stars, and apparently nobody else has gold stars, because we earned them. We are the most awesome. Got a battle axe, we're not gonna use it. Oh, damn it. I don't recall if this guy is super sturdy without magic. Like, normally you throw a bunch of ice magic or something at him. We're gonna see if we can just chop him up. Yeah, 3 damage! Oh god. Alright, let's use, Blizzard Tome on him. That'll at least do some damage. And then we're gonna just auto-attack him. Okay, if we get multiple attacks, that's not so bad. Right, see, I've got some neat ideas. I did some, like, little bits of sketches, but my nephew is legit an artist. He's just been busy with this whole work thing. I don't know. But I've got several that are planned. Alright, we got the Goddess Bell. Yeah, I believe there is. The one you want to talk to about that's Samwise, though there's a channel in Trey's Discord that's specifically just Factorio. Bug is like, hell no, don't let him do it. Alright. Yeah, having a PC is a big damn deal, dude.
I also have weekends.
Alright, Raven. Enshrouded, League, BF6, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rage 2, Callisto Protocol, Void Crew, Dune Awakening. Nice. Right now I'm juggling, well, Animal Crossing and the Final Fantasies here. My own Animal Crossing. Working on another playthrough of Arceus, working on a Living Dex in Sun and Moon, and I'm working on Sea of Stars on my Steam Deck. I think I'm missing something. Oh, and Terraria. Terraria off on for whatever. I would consider that normal, and that's fine. But when Muck's like, I'm playing all of these tonight, and every 10 minutes he comes back with another game, like an ad for ADHD, that's what I was commenting. Alright, this guy I think we can just chop up. Looks like a doofy-ass Paul Revere. Okay, well he's got Recover. We're just gonna run him out of magic points. Oh, and then he died. You're no good against Pooh Man. Fighting HLG now. There wasn't enough of a beard, dude. Was not enough of a beard. Oh no! Don't think you've won. I've booby-trapped this cave. I'll be waiting for you in hell. Insert the Indiana Jones bit. But it's okay. Our random NPC is going to hold it and then die. Because this is what our random NPCs do in this game. The fourth wheel just keeps getting destroyed. It's up to you guys now! Joseph! And he's totally intact after getting rolled over by a boulder. That's the scariest part, I think. Because you should just be, like, paced at that point. No, it wasn't that. Can I just bring it... Yeah, I don't know where the Peter game is at. We are going to save here, though. And now we're going to go back, talk to Joseph's kid, and/or get back to the princess to figure out how to get to Cashewon. I don't think I've ever played. I don't know. I've never seen Raid. Oh God, Diablo 2, dude. Holy shit! I put some hours into that game. That one came out just before Wifey Stu and I got married. And me and my roommate, we would get up at 4 in the morning to start work at 5. Get back home by about 2. Play Diablo 2 until about midnight. Go to sleep, wake up at 4, go to work, rinse, repeat. And we played the fuck out of that game until we beat it. Like, it was just a week straight of just doing that. Maybe 2 weeks. I remember making spreadsheets for that game, mapping out exactly how I'd spend my skills. Alright, so let's go tell Yosef's kin that Yosef is dead. Ice, Mock, ice. I am fully aware of that one, HLG. So when I was playing Diablo 2, I was living off, like I said, with roommates, so we actually had DSL, which was so crazy. But when I was living at home, we were on, about the fastest dial-up we could get was 26.6, and I convinced my parents that I needed to run a phone cord all the way into my bedroom. Not because I was going to be on the phone, so I could be on the internet all night. I happen to have allegedly, have a FTP server with MP3s running on my computer. Guild with a website that controls the server Diablo 2 clone runs. Nice. Poor Yosef. I'll look after Nelly. I know that would make him happy. Daddy! Daddy's not coming back, is he? Nope, he's dead. What's up? Another... Oh god. Yep. Yeah, 2001 sounds better, dude. And that's... See, I was living up in the Portland area, which is the most technologically advanced part of Oregon completely. So DSL was an option, not everywhere, but thankfully in the apartment we were in, it was. And this was like, what, circa early 2000s. Alright, so it's not quite 8 yet, but I do think it's about time to stop because this is a good point to actually save and quit. As I'd said earlier, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow because this weekend is truck weekend. I'll make sure to share some pictures. And then I will be back next week on Thursday. Yeah, I know. There you go, Mock. Love you guys. Honestly, this has been a blast. You guys make my evening. It is so much fun just to sit here and play games. Games I would be playing anyway. But actually talking with you guys, which is really kind of cool. So, let's go ahead and maybe do a quick raid. And, yeah. But you guys have been awesome. I really cannot say enough how much it is nice just having friends that I can share this shit with. Maybe I'm getting just a little bit hungry. I should probably stop and actually eat. Alright, so, it looks like Sethis is currently playing a game called Total Chaos, of which I don't even know what the fuck that is, but that sounds like a lot of fun. So I think we need to go over and bug Sethis for a little bit. See, I love this. I can go with Dallas and Raven, you're an inspiration, thank you, and then Muck's like, couldn't even beat this one stream. Listen, sir, kiss my ass. No, seriously, you guys are awesome. I love all the shit.